Travel insurance is insurance that is intended to cover medical expenses, trip cancellation, lost luggage, flight accident and other losses incurred while traveling, either internationally or within one's own country. Travel insurance can usually be arranged at the time of the booking of a trip to cover exactly the duration of the trip, or a multi-trip policy can cover an unlimited number of trips within a set time frame. Some policies offer lower and higher medical expense options. The higher ones are chiefly for countries that have extremely high medical costs, such as the USA. Coverage types. The most common risks that are covered by travel insurance plans are medical emergency, cancellation, curtailment and trip interruption. This section covers any unused travel and/or accommodation costs. Prepaid charges if a trip is cancelled or cut short under a variety of circumstances, which may include any of the following, depending on the policy: death, bodily injury, illness, disease, or pregnancy complications. Compulsory quarantine, jury service, being called as a witness, termination of employment, being called up if you are a member of the armed forces or other public defense or safety organization, prohibition of travel by the government to the intended destination, officially recommended evacuation from the intended destination, official advisory against going to or remaining at the intended destination, repatriation of remains, return of a minor, trip cancellation, trip interruption, visitor health insurance, accidental death, injury or disablement benefit, overseas funeral expenses, lost, stolen or damaged baggage, personal effects or travel documents, delayed baggage, flight connection was missed due to airline schedule, travel delays due to weather, hijacking. Medical expense coverage can be per occurrence or maximum limit. Optional coverage. Some travel policies will also provide cover for additional costs, although these vary widely between providers. In addition, often separate insurance can be purchased for specific costs such as pre-existing conditions. Sports with an element of risk. Travel to high-risk countries. Additional AD and AMP-D coverage. Third-party supplier insolvency. Acute onset of pre-existing conditions. Common exclusions. Pre-existing medical conditions. Elective surgery or treatment. War. Terrorism. Most trip cancellation policies include terrorism, but only when there is an act of terrorism that meets the policy's criteria, including definition, place of occurrence and date of occurrence. Injury or illness caused by alcohol or drug use. Travel insurance can also provide helpful services, often 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that can include concierge services and emergency travel assistance. Pre-existing medical conditions must be declared prior to the trip start date. In case you ignore this requirement and fall ill during your trip abroad, you may find that you are not covered. The European Health Insurance Card entitles to treatment in state-run hospitals in EU countries and Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein and Switzerland, but it is not a substitute for travel insurance.